You're listening to the Life Friendly Business Podcast. I'm your host, Erin Thomas Wong, business mentor, author, and founder of the Cocoon VIP membership, empowering women around the world to build businesses on their terms. If you want to grow and scale a business that works in harmony with your family and your life, this podcast is for you. Hello, I'm Erin Thomas Wong. I'm the founder of the Life Friendly Business Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about masterminding. But first of all, just a little bit of a check-in. I hope that everything is going well for you right now. Things are super busy here at Life Friendly Business HQ. I've got 2 Evolve Mastermind pods on the go. I've got some mentoring clients, which is fantastic. I love being able to help people one-to-one and really digging into their business and helping them to create a strategy. Also, I'm creating a new online course, which I mentioned before. It's called the Life Friendly Business Blueprint. So super excited to get that out. But also this summer, my family and I are planning to go to Canada for 4 weeks. So a super huge adventure. We're going to do a week in Toronto and then 3 weeks in Vancouver. We're going to do an RV as well. So I'm so excited. But I mean, it kind of feels like with the whole COVID thing, it's like, there feels like there's a lot of uncertainty, but it looks like it should all be good. Fingers crossed. So that is going to be definitely keeping me busy, getting everything ready in order to kind of step away from the business for 4 weeks over the summer holidays. So very exciting. But today we're going to be talking about masterminding. Now, masterminding is when a group of peers get together and they brainstorm like problems and challenges for each other, come up with new perspectives on things, ideas. Definitely, like, it really sparks creativity to be in a group of people, and it really helps with accountability as well. So there's lots of different ways that I use masterminding in my business. First of all, I've got the Impact Interactive online workshops. We've got one coming up soon, so do check out the website. And on that, we do a couple of mini mastermind groups where I set a question and then put everyone into breakout rooms on Zoom, and they have an opportunity to brainstorm together. And it's always one of the most popular parts of Impact, because the fact is that you get to benefit from the combined knowledge of that group. And every person in that group has their own business experience, professional experience, life experience. And so sometimes it can just be absolutely amazing for getting those light bulb moments where, when you're working on your own, we can be quite blinkered sometimes, and we only know what we know. We don't know what we don't know. But when you speak to other people, you get the opportunity to see things from their point of view, and their experience as well. And it really does open up new trains of thought, I think. So we use masterminding in Impact, but also I've got my Evolve 12-week mastermind, which is fast becoming one of my favorite things to be doing, because every week we have a 75-minute call. And it's a group of maximum 6 women. So it's really nice and intimate. And on the call, they each get a hot seat opportunity where they bring to the call a challenge or something that they want to get feedback on. And together we brainstorm it. And, the hive mind is absolutely incredible. And what I love about Evolve is that it brings women from all different industries and all different experiences together. And it creates this kind of melting pot where, you never know how the conversation's going to go. And that's what's really exciting. Like with a mastermind, with a pure mastermind, there's no curriculum to follow. I'm not setting questions for them each week. It's literally like you show up to the call with the problem and we help you get past that problem so that you can move on and start making progress. And then the next week we can check in and see how that's been going. So it's a really, really powerful thing to be a part of. And I wanted to just share a couple of reasons why masterminding works so well. So first of all, you can actually get some of your biggest aha moments from listening to someone else's hot seat. So someone else who might be in a completely different industry at a different point in their business, selling different things to you, if you sit and you listen to the challenges that they're facing, and then the support, the suggestions that other people give them, it is amazing how your brain starts thinking about how that can relate to you and what you're doing. And like I say, it opens up new pathways to things that you just may not have thought of before. It just might not have been on your radar, but by hearing someone else speak, you benefit massively as well. Secondly, a mastermind really gives you the opportunity to regularly untangle all the thoughts in your brain. And, this is one thing that I love about working closely with people as well, is that you really can dig into what's going on for them and understand, because you've got time and space to do that, and understand, what it is that they're feeling confused about or not quite sure about. And you can lay it all out and make a plan to go forward. So being part of a mastermind gives you the opportunity to focus down and really kind of spark ideas for how to move forward. Because that's one thing that's so hard when you work on your own, is that you can just get really stuck in a rut, and you can try your best to dig yourself out of it. But sometimes you need external forces. And, we all know that it's not easy as a business owner. Maybe our partners come home at the end of the day from their day job and they're tired and they don't necessarily want to engage with what we're doing. And I know that can be so, so hard. And that's why it's amazing to create that environment, that supportive environment for yourself, by being part of something like a mastermind, or even, being something like a membership like the Cocoon. It's about surrounding yourself with people who are genuinely interested in what you do and genuinely want to help, and they get it. It's just absolutely invaluable. Thirdly, a mastermind gives you an opportunity to immerse yourself in the bigger picture of your business, because how often do we actually focus on business growth? This is where, I always really encourage you to have some CEO time blocked out in your diary, whether it's weekly, fortnightly, at the worst monthly. But you need that time to actually think about where the business is going and whether all the day-to-day actions that you're doing are moving you in that right direction. Because it's really easy for us to get totally enthralled, and enthralled, that's not the right word, totally like stuck in the day-to-day of our businesses, that if we're not really aware of what our overall strategy is, then we can find ourselves going off in all different directions. And that's when we start feeling frustrated, because we're not actually seeing the progress in what we're doing. And fourth, being part of a mastermind gives you unparalleled support, because, what I find, especially with women, is the sisterhood is absolutely on fire. And because you're in a small, intimate group, people feel comfortable very quickly being very honest about the challenges that they're facing, about the mindset issues that they're having. And that means I just think sometimes we need somewhere that we can be a bit vulnerable, so that we can open up about how we're feeling. Because when you open up about how you're feeling, that's when you can get the support that you so desperately need. I think there's a lot of feeling, especially on social media, that we need to put on this mask of everything's great, everything's easy. And it's not easy running a business. It's not easy being a parent. Life is not particularly easy. And, it's really important that we have a space where we feel safe, that we can talk without judgment. And, we can talk openly about that. And also, I think it's important to say, because I get this feedback a lot from the women that take part in Evolve, that often they are leaders. They are leaders of their own community or in their industry. And they do feel like they have a certain status to keep up. They do have a certain status to keep up. And, that we all need somewhere where we can be real. We all need it. We need an outlet where we can have a moan, or we can have a vulnerable moment of saying, it might look like everything's going really well from the outside, from other people's perception, but actually inside, I'm really struggling with something. And it's really, really powerful. It's given me goosebumps, actually, even thinking about the conversations that we've had where people have shared so openly. So that, to me, is the power of masterminding, and having that accountability of being with a small group where you can talk very openly, but also it really spurs you on to take action in your business. Because that's the thing, like I say, it's all about the implementation. That's what I was saying last week on the secret to progress. It's all about the implementation. So it's not only having an amazing time on the call where you come up with all these ideas, but it's about having that accountability, like, right, I am actually going to action this. So if that sounds good to you, I'd love for you to take a look at Evolve. It's full at the moment. I've got 2 pods running, but I have got a waiting list for the end of the year, for September. So have a look. And if you would like to have a call with me, we can have a chat about whether it's right for you right now in your business. If you're ready to make some changes, if you're ready to scale up, if you're ready to take it to the next level, then it really could be the kind of support that you're looking for. If you want to try masterminding out, come along to the Impact Interactive Online Workshop. I've got one in May. This is 2022, just in case you're watching this video in the future, May 17th. And then also there's one in September this year as well. But that's a great opportunity for you to experience what it feels like being part of a mini mastermind. So that's it for me. I've just got a few more episodes left of season 2, and then I'm going to be taking a break over the summer while I go to Canada, and I'll be back later in the year. But I'd really love to hear from you about anything you would like me to talk about on this podcast. I would love you to review the podcast. You can do that on Apple, also now on Spotify. You can give it a rating as well. It would really mean so much. And, you know, you being able to review the podcast means that it will reach more people. So I'd be so grateful if you could do that, if you've been enjoying the podcast. And I hope everything's going well with you. Please do check in. You can find me on social at LifeFriendlyBiz, or you can check out the website at lifefriendlybusiness.com. See you next week. Does every win feel slightly tinged with guilt? Do you have your best month ever financially in your business, but yet you feel like it's been at the detriment of your health or your family? The success and fulfillment you're looking for can only be enjoyed when your business and home life are balanced in harmony. It's time to stop trading off between life and business. It's time to evolve them both. Join me for our next 12-week Evolve Mastermind, where you'll work towards your next stretch business goal while maintaining the balance across all areas of your life, so that when you reach your goal, you feel successful, not exhausted, behind, or neglectful. It's time to take back the power. Find out more about the Evolve Mastermind at lifefriendlybusiness.com.